Yo, Smurder Mitten TV. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, today I'm gonna be showing y'all this Texas case with Wack 100. He had a case in Texas about some, about mm, about some billies, about some blowers. I'm saying he had a case in Texas. As you know, P. Diddy been picked up by the feds also. And my man's from the Dolphins got injured, Toy Tawagu. And yeah, it is. Let me go dig back up in his paperwork. Shout out to Channel Black BLK on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. But yeah, we'll get into the content.
That this was indicative of criminal behavior because people who transport narcotics like to get where they are going fast as possible, and that oftentimes people will sleep in the vehicle while the other person drives. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. The third factor to which Trooper Chase testified was conflicting stories told by the defendant with regard to the purpose of their trip. The defendant told the trooper that they were going to Tulsa to pick up his mother and take her back to California for funeral because she was too large to fly, and that their deceased brother's body would be flown back to California. The passenger told the trooper that they were going to Tulsa for the funeral. There is a significant difference in going to pick up someone for a funeral in California and going to Tulsa for a funeral. Therefore, the stories given by the two individuals were in conflict. The defendant claims that the trooper contradicted this assertion by stating to another officer that the defendant and his brother both told me the same story. However, this statement is taken out of context by the defendant. Just a couple of minutes before the statement picked out by the defendant, the trooper states they gave me a little difference in the story with the deal on their mother. When he made the statement about both told me the same story, he made no mention that he was referencing their destination or their purpose as the defendant claims. He was clearly speaking about the fact that the brother had been killed, which was consistent between both individuals. What was inconsistent is whether or not the funeral would be held in California or in Tulsa. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Fourth, Trooper Chase states that he thought the rental car was leased for too short a time for such a long trip. It is important to note that the defendant makes the erroneous assumption that the trooper knew at the time of the traffic stop that the defendant was telling the truth regarding the purpose of their trip, if and in fact he was. Given the inconsistent stories, the trooper was free to disbelieve either individual's version of events. In hindsight, it's easy for the defendant to state that it is perfectly reasonable to make a 20.5-hour one-way trip, pick up their mother, and make the return trip to California for the funeral within 31 hours to spare had they done a non-stop trip. In reality, the trooper had reason to suspect that the story was fabricated and was in no way obligated to believe in its truth. In fact, there is nothing in the record to indicate they were telling the truth. Given the circumstances, it was reasonable for the trooper to believe that they had rented the car for too short a time for an extremely long trip. Trooper Chase testified that his mistake on the rental date of the contract would not change his opinion regarding the trip's length and the time period for which the car is rented. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. If Trooper Chase states that the defendant was nervous because of his inability to stand still, his looking at the vehicle, and his fidgeting. My man be fidgeting. He nervous. The movements indicated by the trooper during his testimony are clearly visible on the tape. Whoa, what tape? Oh, we got some tape. Where that tape at? All that tape he got, he ain't got this. The trooper, he had a tape, y'all. Put that out there in the atmosphere. We got to find that tape of Wack looking nervous. The trooper obviously perceived those movements and nervousness, which is a reasonable deduction from the actions. The defendant provides this court with case law indicating that nervousness alone is not enough to provide reasonable suspicion. However, that argument is irrelevant given the large number of other factors articulated by the trooper. Clearly, he was not relying on nervousness alone as the basis for his suspicions. Again, in justifying the suspicious behavior, the defendant gives a reason the factor his brother had just been killed and he had been traveling a long distance. The trooper had no way of knowing at the time whether or not there was any truth to that story, and given the inconsistencies between the driver and passenger, it was reasonable for him to disbelieve the story and perceive the nervousness as an indication of criminal activity. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Next, the trooper states that it was suspicious that the defendant grabbed the clipboard in such a hurry when he was asked to sign the warning ticket. Yeah, he said hardy. threw me off a little bit. The defendant claims this is not supported by the video evidence, but he is incorrect in this contention. The video clearly shows that the defendant grabs the clipboard from the trooper before the trooper finishes speaking. This is consistent with the trooper's claim that the defendant was in a hurry. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Last, Trooper Chase states that when he asked the defendant if there was anything illegal in the vehicle, he stated no in a low tone of voice. The defendant claims that speaking in a low tone of voice does not equate to criminal activity. However, the argument misconstrues the trooper's testimony at the hearing. The trooper testified that the low tone of voice the defendant used when answering that question was in contrast to the normal tone of voice the trooper had observed during the rest of the traffic stop, because he was talking like this.
Bitch, I'm naked right now.
And then he switched to the low tone. The trooper testified that the significant indicator was the variation in the tone of the defendant's voice when answering questions about anything illegal being in his vehicle. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Because Trooper Chase had reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant, he had a legal right to search the vehicle. The reasonableness of a temporary detention must be examined in terms of the totality of the circumstances will be justified when the detaining officer has specific articulable facts, which, taken together with rational inferences from those facts, leads him to conclude that the person detained actually is, has been, or soon will be engaged in criminal activity. Courts in Texas have upheld the determination of reasonable suspicion under circumstances similar to the present case. In Bustamante, the factors that the court considered were conflicting stories regarding their trip, nervousness on the part of the appellant, and the fact that the window would not roll all the way down on the door. The court stated that the officer is entitled to rely on all of the information obtained during the course of his contact with the citizen in developing the articulable facts, which would justify continued investigatory detention. In evaluating the facts in the case, the Court of Appeals held the trial court must have found that the officers possessed probable cause sufficient to allow them continued detention. The case cited by the defendant for the position that there is not reasonable suspicion in the present case, but can be sufficiently distinguished. Yes, sir. In Deutsch, the court basically stated that all the state presented was the fact that the defendant was driving a rental car, and it wasn't sufficient to show that just because someone is driving a rental car, there's reasonable suspicion to detain them. In Jones, the factor articulated by the officer were inconsistent answers about the driver's employment and a previous drug arrest. Lastly, in Santiago, the only factors articulated by the officer were nervousness and conflicting answers. The conclusion is clearly, when looking at the totality of the circumstances, Trooper Chase had sufficient reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant beyond the scope of the original stop. No evidence seized in connection with this case was unlawfully seized and therefore should not be suppressed. Upon consideration of the testimony and exhibits before the court, it is the opinion of the court that defendant's motion to suppress evidence should be denied. It is therefore ordered that defendant's motion to suppress evidence is denied. Signed, this 28th day of June 2010, Judge.
Why do they make it so easy for me, right? Because if a nigga come tell you about a case, tell you where to find the case, you know this paperwork been up on my Instagram since 2020, right? It's been up, right? My first case is 1994. Y'all can go pull it up, San Fernando Valley Court, 245, 2 counts, assault with deadly weapon. Y'all can go pull that up too.
Yeah, man. So that's the Wack 100 Texas case paperwork. I wanted to go over with y'all, and then I wanted to give y'all a little audio from this Quilly and Luce Cannon and Wack 100 on Clubhouse. A little insight.
In Cancun, in Miami. It was Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so now, look like Luce said, Big U hit you, tell you what he tells you, and he needs you to move because he on the fly to be at this location. You go up there under the circumstances. That's what that is, niggas is finna eat. Take your position, Big U, get on the phone, fucking all in there. Bill, he ain't that. He just a nigga with the team. He definitely I'm the boss. He ain't that, because he got more money than half them niggas over there. He not that, right? I tell you if he was that. He ain't one of them, right? So you go over there as if the move finna happen. The nigga call you and tell you he lied to you, basically. Yeah. Meet me on 48, boom, boom, boom. You get over there thinking the bag is coming because that's why he called you. He politicking and shit on the jack with Phil or whoever over there, right? You get over there, nigga, with my cut, and then he says, I needed it for my bills. Right? You know why? Because the whole play was to try to apply pressure for a motherfucking performance date.
And that shit ain't work. And ain't nobody get no fucking cash. And he lied to
Well, at the end of the day, end of the day, hold on.
Nigga just did that.
Hold on. Luce never said he took nothing or left with nothing from the spot, bro. He never said that.
Luce did say that though. Wack did say that, bro. On multiple occasions say that, bro. He said he gave us $50,000.
Dropped off the bag, bitch. Well, I'm not no bitch, bro. You gotta watch your mouth. No, Luce, he got respect for what he did.
Let him go ahead.
Hold on. Slow down. Fuck this shit, nigga. I'm doing some other shit, nigga. Fuck this shit, nigga. Luce, listen. No, fuck that.
That's how you know when that nigga lying. That's how you know when that nigga lying. Your mouth.
Yeah, hold on, bro.
That's how you know when that nigga lying.
No, he's not lying. No. No, here go the thing. Luce not lying. Luce is not lying. He's not lying. Look, listen, you got one nigga talking to bro over there, to Zach. Also, he don't know what's going on. You got him telling Luce just to play. Luce doing what he do and always did. Then he telling Luce, meet me over there. When Luce get over there for his end, he tell Luce he needed it for his bills because the whole time he trying to apply pressure to get a motherfucking date. That's what the fuck it boiled down to. Once again, a motherfucker got everybody in the trick bag but himself. Luce doing what he always do. He the nigga with the team over there.
And that's cool, though. But at the end of the day, you can't make up a false rumor on the guy.
That's not a false rumor. I told you everything that I said.
Listen, the false rumor is that you said Rick Ross paid $50,000.
Did I say I got the money? No, he did. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what you told me on 48th and Crenshaw.
Them lies catching up, my boy.
What lies, bitch?
That's what big you listen, the narrative we seen from No Jumper, from the headline.
Same shit that I'm saying right now.
Okay, if you didn't get it, all right, cool. But listen, it was no pressure though. Trust me, it wasn't no pressure. Because we was cool. Bro, listen.
It was a buttercup.
Hold on. What? On everything I love, my guy, we had 4 sprinters out there. If anybody wants to do anything, it could have happened, right? On both sides or whatever, because we was tapped in as well. We ain't gonna give up.
The enemy, the 40s, y'all was tapping in with
No, we wasn't. No, we was not. No, we was not. No, we was not. No, we was not.
Yeah,
right. We was not. All my kids, we was, listen, I'm not gonna tell you who it was, but at the end of the day, it was a official nigga from out there that was 30.
I know it wasn't YG because he was official.
No. It was a big nigga anyway, right? the reason for you not a DJ. You ain't taking no money. You not a DJ, Luce. You don't spin no records. Why are y'all? You just always get tapped into the music game. Listen. You're not a DJ, man. So you remember TV remember the party with Fabulous was at, I guess, and Pusha T, everybody. Pusha T is that daytime parties and shit. Fabulous, Pusha T was there. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I smoked a lot of tree in my time. You know what I'm saying? But I know damn well ain't nothing never happened. Listen, I'm not about to be on here. Can I have a conversation? Do something. Who the Blues talk about the club, nigga? We ain't doing stuff. We ain't no bag on this thing, nigga. Give me some butter, nigga. So who the fuck is lying? This jury shit. Y'all lying, bitch. What happened with the jury shit, my boy? Tell me this again. Nigga, I gave it back, nigga. Bitch, you called me and he said, meet me on 48 for Crystal, nigga. I got the bag. If you were trying to get a date, hey, let me say this. A real nigga wouldn't have gave it back till they got the money. You ain't get no money, so you never got the money. If you saying that he got the money, we do this all the time. We do it. Listen, that's a lie, bro. My man left out every club with his jury every time. Listen, at the end of the day, you gotta stop this shit to me. Talking to me about trying to cover up your sweetheart ass. What's up? Hey, Wack. What up? Nothing never happened to Meek Mill out LA. Nigga, I would strip Meek Mill down, nigga, and anybody that come with him. Wack, you can vouch for that, Wack. I never heard Meek Mill got robbed. He didn't say he took him around. I said I will. That is a strip right around. He said, hey, but hold on, y'all. Listen, first of all, Meek Mill took off his phone and his watch and he handed it to calm down, bro. Calm down. Y'all niggas are not about to be 5 million niggas. They're gonna run something, nigga. Let me say this and I'm done talking. Any real nigga that ever touched something and when it go take something, you took it, nigga. We took it. Listen, I told you. I'm not giving that shit back. He ain't gonna fucking play up with you. Especially not for them 50 grand. Right. You never got your bag, man. No, I know that. I see what's going on. He called Zachariah. You know Zach. That's your brother. My brother. He called Zach 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it was 1 o'clock in the morning in LA town. That was out early. No, it was 1:30. And he asked Zach, who is the babe? Who is this person, that person? Zach said that's family. So everything went quiet after Zach had the conversation with him. Of course. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there was nothing that never happened. Nothing never happened, nigga. Sweetheart, and it is what it is. So y'all trying to say you a liar. You a liar. Hey, look. Is it possible that Meek might have stuck his jury off while y'all went around there? No, I'm standing next to him and handed it to me. Chief ain't never standing next to my man. He's not taking off his neck. He took it off his neck, his watch, and he handed it to me. I waited for the phone call. Nobody's about to let Meek be alone. Beat me on 48. Nobody. Like that, nigga. He not gonna be alone with all that jewelry on. You would've got your fucking head knocked off. Nigga, we would've killed y'all niggas in the club. Nigga, you would've been dead in that motherfucker. You would've been dead, bitch. You know the crazy part about all this, don't need to stop playing. See, the thing is, Wack got y'all, nigga, your feelings are making it seem like y'all gonna do that. Hey, bro, nigga, I'm the book man, nigga. I'm the book man, nigga. They trying to manipulate. Nigga, I'm the book man, bitch. You bitch ass nigga. Tremaine Williams. Your brother said that. You're not a big guy, Tremaine. Call your brother. Not a big guy, Tremaine. You want me to call your brother? I get your brother right on the phone. I get your brother on the phone, baby. I never heard you till you start lying. Bitch, you heard it. I never heard you till you start lying, nigga. I run to the act about that 3 names.
record is alive. Nigga. Fraud ass. Lying ass. Nigga. You think he's alone? He's never alone. Yeah, nigga didn't do something, bitch. What the fuck you taking fury? He's never alone. Come to LA. Lying ass. He's been to LA. He's been in LA 1,000 times, my nigga. I just left Philly, nigga. And we coming back. I just left Philly, bitch. We ain't know you was in there. Yeah, nigga, y'all was there. Everybody knew. Bro, if I knew you was out there, you was in the invitation. Quilly, what you would have got? Philly, bitch. Quilly, what you would have got? Quilly in his room. Quilly know who niggas is, bro. You what you mean? Quilly would have let you lie. Come back. Come back over here. Come back over here. I'll pay for your flight. I'll pay for your flight, nigga. Come get a cheesesteak. Come get a cheesesteak, pussy. Come get a cheesesteak. Listen, hey, Wack. What up? We grown ass men. Why you trying to include the whole LA though? Nigga, it's all Philly niggas on here, bitch. No, we all here. Philly got the hell up out of here. A lot of us on, but we just listening though. It's like at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to. Hey, Wack. Hey, Wack. Let me ask you something, Wack. What up? Nigga, you got all these Philly. Yo, that's Mike now. Right with my name, nigga. Just Mike now. I mean, bottom line, dude already said that y'all showed up, Luce. So you ain't lying about that. Nigga already said that. Listen what I'm saying, right? They playing, saying that nigga just yelling and all that, bro. You want nobody playing? Hold on. You just Mike, yo. I didn't say I walked out with the shit. You just Mike just yelling like for no reason. Nothing never happened. You ain't do nothing. Look, this is you me again on neighborhood trip on my you shit, nigga. Hold on, stop you listening. Let's get a one mic. I'm just trying to come back to the city, my boy. I'm trying to understand something, right? What? If he's saying that all this happened the way it happened, right, and it didn't go that way or whatever, right? What's the point? Why is he mad at Meek Mills or why he feel this way? I'm trying to understand why this. I don't think he's mad. He was just telling what happened. That's it. It was just a story. What I'm saying is, Luce, listen, right? This is what I'm saying. I couldn't make this shit be getting all crazy and twisting the table. You got a lot of real niggas, like, there's real niggas on y'all side, there's real niggas on this side. But what I'm saying is, right, you ain't gotta say. Wait. Why not? Isn't you the nigga that gotta just apologize? Come on, I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead. I'm not even. He's talking about there's a video that Mike Knox apologizing. There's a video of Mike Knox apologizing. This the video that Luce is talking about, because we was trying to get, when Quilly was in the room yesterday, we was trying to get Mike Knox in there yesterday to ask him about this. Yeah. Mike had said some shit about Meek Mill online, some real disrespectful shit, right? Let's talk about it. Meek Mill, Ape Gang, Garcia seen Mike Knox or whatever. That ain't how that went. In the video. That ain't how that went. I'm talking about how the video went, how we seen it. We seen it like we don't know. This is what the public seen on the video. We seen Mike Knox apologizing to the camera and apologizing to Ape Gang Garcia for saying what he said about Meek Mill. Mike Knox's shirt was wrinkled up real bad and he was sweating real hard. So it looked like he was getting pressed. I'm just being honest. That's how I look. Mike, what happened? All right, so listen, what happened, right? At the end of the day, this is a situation where shit went too far as far as with this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? It should have never went to the internet with me from the beginning. Another rapper said something, and he lied and didn't keep it truthful. That me and Meek went back and forth. So you saying 50 Cent lied? Yeah, why you talking? Hold on, let him land, please. Let him land, yo. Let him get it out. So, Mike, let me ask you something. Did you say something? Ain't nothing. Yeah, he just want to talk. Hold on, did you say something disrespectful about me? Oh, yeah, definitely. Because you can't throw with a nigga. We just stand on it. Let me finish. The video went just like how I said it went, bro. Just like I said something disrespectful about him, right? And as time went on, me and Garcia had a friendship. I seen Garcia got out the car. We had a friendship all along, right? Now pull up, then you gotta change the heart. No, I pulled up. Let's be clear on that. I pulled up. Oh, you pulled up. I pulled up. Okay. And it's real. That was Mike's second time. That was Mike's second time standing on business on that same time. Basically, yeah, happened before. Yeah, so that was the second time. We did do it before. Why you was sweating so hard and your shirt was all wrinkled up though? Like, what happened? Because I'm a fat nigga and I sweat. I've been arguing for 45 minutes. I was in the club with that nigga for a minute. Nigga, I stayed on business because the same way you disrespected, the same way you corrected. Fuck you talking about? And that's what you should be trying to do as a man, man. You gotta make some silly whack shit. That's next shit, man. Like, come on, bro. You gotta do that. Now, you ain't talking like this and you interrupt every time somebody talks. Because, nigga, all y'all Philly niggas rub me the wrong way. I'm for a trip, nigga. That's all it is. I ain't rubbing no wrong way. Fucking it's only one of them on here that got a really keep disrespecting me on nigga. Listen, bro, you disrespecting me. Hold on, Bobby. Hold on, man. Luce, there's only one of them on here that got a real problem. Hold on, man. Hey, man, hold on, man. Yo. Listen, hey, Luce Cannon. This how we did this shit. Come back to the city, my boy. That's all. Hey, but bro, you gotta stop. Hey, look, my boy. That's all. You gotta stop doing all that. Fuck that. Because that's how bullshit get started, bro. I ain't hear that. You was going out here like one time. You got a fucking mouth. And this nigga, you talking to? How ass nigga? You bitch ass nigga. Hey, bro. Put something in your mouth, man, bitch. I'm done talking. Come back to the city. That's all you got. Come back to the city, bitch. Come back. Come back. Come back. That's all. Let me ask you a question, right? Hey, why am I going back? I just said it to everybody. Hey, Lee, bro. From Philly. See, the way you handle it, right? This is why shit don't never come to an end, right? Man, so he come to Philly. Let's do the math. He come to Philly, right? Okay, you do something to him, right? Okay, so after you do something to him, I just want to see where you at. So then what you think happens after that? For real? Nothing, because I don't gotta come to LA. Okay, but it ain't just about you though, bro. I don't give a fuck. It is you and that ain't cool. And your people need to have that conversation with you. Me, because you gotta give a fuck, bro. It's between me and you. Give a fuck, bro. Let's start at his mouth. That ain't how it goes. We put a blitz emoji. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't how it's supposed to go. It don't gotta go like that at the end of the day. Well, I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm with you. I'm like, Wack, he been threatening niggas since he got on here. But this one, look, those two the only ones been going at it. Ain't nobody else. I know a bitch ass nigga when I hear one. I know a bitch ass nigga when I hear one. Your mama's a bitch, nigga. Your mama's a bitch, nigga. Your grandma's a bitch, nigga. Your daddy's a bitch, nigga. You gotta remember. All right, my boy. This one, you remember. They both getting at each other disrespectful, bro. He started that. You don't gotta do that like that, It was mutual issues on both sides. I'm talking about who started it. Listen, Wack. These niggas on here trying to barrage and change up a story that it has to niggas they want to be in good races with the punk ass nigga Meek Mills. Bro, I ain't no fucking dream chaser, my boy. I'm not no fucking dream chaser, my boy. I'm not no dream chaser, my boy. After that video, nigga. Tell me that. Niggas Philly fucking with you after that video. First of all, everybody on here, hold on, he talking to Mike Knox. Hold on, Luce is talking to Mike Knox specifically. Let Mike Knox answer that. Mike, you in the blender real quick, brother. No, stop. There you go. You got to prove that. Oh, prove that. Talking to you. Okay, so 50 Cent didn't unfollow you and everything and block you on Instagram? God damn. Nah, he in the matrix. Hey, Mike, you in a bad area. You got to get out that bad area. You got to get to a better area, Mike. I don't know nothing about none of this shit. All I know is I'm glad TVJ got out. We can hear him. Because them parents, they used to get that nigga in the bed. He never got run long. What are we talking about here?
You an ambassador for his...
Listen, let me say something to you. One thing I will never do, under no circumstances, I will never disrespect 50 Yay and none of them niggas look out for me. They my niggas. Of course, if you got niggas and they don't like that you did something, they got every right to pull away. That's what any real niggas, and y'all know that. But just because you see a motherfucker not following him on Instagram, that don't mean they don't fuck with you.
Okay,
you never follow me on Instagram.
Mike Knox, wasn't I on the phone with you in life like a month and a half ago?
You might have. What was the conversation? I think so. What was the conversation?
Listen.
What was the conversation?
Let's go. Wasn't I on the phone with you in life a month and a half ago?
About what?
Didn't you tell me that nobody fucks with Nick Mills? He's done. And now you on here.
You said I told you that?
You did.
Hold on, bro.
People are crip. You told me that, nigga.
Bro, you said I told you
together, nigga.
Okay, what you was doing on the phone with Luce anyway?
Let's see.
Hold on.
Play these games.
Listen, Mike, why you was on the phone with Luce? Okay, let me clear on something. Listen, that is bullshit. Let me clear. Take me, my man, quilly. I'm with quilly forever. Even when quilly and me put me there bullshit. So we are cool. Like, put me on the phone with somebody, Wack, whether it's like bullshit. I said, that shit don't mean nothing. What does that mean? Did you have a conversation about me? What do that mean, though?
Nah, we're trying to see that you have a conversation about me.
Did you have a conversation about me? I don't recall you ever had no conversation about me. Hold on, now stop right there. Hold on, Luce. Mike, check this out. Come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. We got bro. Bro, hold on, Luce. Hold on, Mike. When a nigga asks a nigga a question like that, and you say you don't recall, every nigga on this stage who the city niggas, and every other nigga on the stage, that don't sound right, bro. It don't. Oh, God, it don't. It don't. Come on. What he said. That don't sound. I had a conversation with Wack.
We talked about the robbery.
Hey, Mike, you better be careful, man. You might have to have another conversation.
Hey, Leem in the building.
Mike, I'm real, bro. Like that. That don't sound right, bro. It's not like that. You gotta stop playing the big fuck. Like some real niggas in here that know me. I gotta be fucked up. No, Mike. Mike, hear me out. When a nigga asks a nigga a question like that, every nigga on this stage, the Philly homies, us, all of us, when you said, I don't recall, that's not the right answer. The right answer should have been, I don't recall. Or yes. And Luce said, I don't recall. And Luce said you was doing something on that phone. You know what you said on that phone? Poor lifer. Poor lifer. Poor lifer.
We don't have to. Nigga,
Poor lifer.
we don't have to.
Hey, Mike, the conversation is about you. Why do life gotta have, like, this ain't about life. It's about you. With like this video, bro, the nigga tell me Wack. The nigga say Wack. We was on the phone, and nigga, wasn't you talking shit about PC Baby? Nah. No, nigga. Nah. First of all, everything you don't recall. I ain't never had no conversation with no Luce about nothing. I don't know what the fuck he even talking about. It's too late for that answer, bro. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, Mike, I ain't got no dog fighting this. Let's keep it gang. I hear you. That first answer, he would have just right. It wasn't right. Listen, man, I don't blow this, bro. What he motherfucker Wack, bro? No, hold on, bro. Hey, bro, keep it gangster, homie. Even you look at your motherfucking phone. Wait, you looked at your phone when that nigga gave you that Man, but stars the worst nigga. I don't even know you. Never even been around. What are you talking about?
I just got your buster ass, nigga.
My man said you was on the phone with him speaking Philly.
He keep calling you a buster.
He said you was on the phone with him speaking Philly. Hey, look how crazy, yo.
Hey, leave. Hey, that nigga ain't denied that he had that phone conversation.
He ain't denied.
Hey, nigga, not denied that shit. Can we clarify this?
What up, bro?
Clarify this one last time, Lean, please.
Whatever.
Clarify what? What's up?
Who we talking to now?
This Lean. This my man.
Okay, what up? Street, my boy.
He was in LA when that shit happened as well. Nobody thinking
What up, Luce? What you say?
Silly niggas, cuz. Nigga,
Hey, this good with these niggas. Hey, Luce, listen. Hey, Luce, I'm gonna be real with you, Luce. You making a lot of leeway, my nigga.
You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. It's just me.
Shut up. Hey, you make me introduce.
We let these niggas do you like that, nigga.
Ain't nobody coming at you. They trying to
It's just a conversation.
Who said mind my business, nigga? It's the West Coast, nigga. Nigga, that is my business, nigga. Now I'm jumping in it, nigga. Hold on. That's the Mike Knox, nigga. Nigga, you talking to me, nigga. Gunplay, motherfucker. You talking how he made you a pinata, nigga. Come talking to me, crazy, nigga. You ain't gunplay, nigga. The same nigga that say he got you niggas fucked up in that motherfucking fight, nigga. You better go watch that gun interview. I know it is. Hey, who the other nigga talking? Hey, Luce. I don't care about it. Hey, Luce. Don't say that nigga don't got your back. These niggas ain't gonna do nothing to you. Niggas having a one-on-one conversation with you.
Yeah, let's keep the conversation going. What's up with Lean? Lean
You made a bunch of leeway, Luce. You didn't expose a lot of shit.
Bringing them up. Wack. Listen, Mike Knox was talking about Meek Mills, talking bad about the nigga, laughing about it, while Meek Mills is on the phone. Then nigga. Mike Knox.
Lean wanted to say something. Hey, one mic on Wack and Lean.
He didn't deny it.
One mic on Wack and Lean.
Be real, bro, when he asked you the question. Deny that shit. He still ain't denied the shit. So let me ask you something, Mike. I'm saying, Wack. I'm saying, do you come to me about fucking phone? Why you ain't put peace? Let me say this. What up? If he did speak ill about Meek Mill, about it was beefing and going through. No, what was it?
It was a month and a half ago.
A month and a half ago. I don't know. You gotta think it was a month and a half. Come on, bro. That wasn't the right answer, bro. He was talking crazy a month and a half ago. That's after he did the apology. He did the apology before a month and a half ago.
It was